Summer is sadly coming to an end, and that means new challenges for the kids as they head back to class. Here with us today is Beyond Boundaries, Olivia Huber, and speech-language pathologist Allison Sluky, occupational therapist, to tell us kind of how we can spot some certain trouble signs when it comes to our kids, especially when we're talking about reading. What are some of the signs? I guess first, can we start with, we do hear people talk about dyslexia, but it seems like it's not always spotted or diagnosed right away. How do you know if your child might be suffering from this?
Yeah, well, first of all, dyslexia is a specific learning disability that's characterized by difficulties with word recognition, and that's actually what's going to cause, those issues with spelling and reading.
How often, do you have any numbers for, is this common, not common? Should all parents be kind of keeping an eye out for this?
It might be more common than you think. Some signs to kind of look out for. Your child might have difficulty reading single words, or when you show them a letter, they might have trouble telling you what sound that letter makes. And then when reading out loud, they might confuse those short words like to and the. And then when spelling, they might write letters backwards, or when they're writing sentences, write those words out of order.
I know sometimes in kindergarten, teachers say you don't have to be alarmed when kids write some letters and names backwards. That's something that's normal or not normal?
Yeah, that can be normal. Just something to keep an eye on.
Okay. And if you catch this early, can you reverse this? Can you help kids if they are suffering from dyslexia?
Absolutely, yeah. We offer a multi-sensory approach. So trying to use all of our senses to learn strategies to make reading easier for these kids. But it's not always dyslexia that might be causing some troubles with reading.
Could it be vision problems as well?
It sure can. 80% of what a child learns comes through their visual system. And so it's imperative that that visual system is working and functioning very well. There are three areas that I think of when we talk about the visual system. The first one is eyesight. And so that's basically how clearly your child sees. So in terms of 20/20, or do they need glasses? Then there's the next portion that's called functional vision. And so that's the child's ability to follow the written word or follow objects in their environment, sustaining attention to those objects or those words. And then visual processing is how your brain interprets the information that you're seeing. And so with functional vision, what we want to make sure that we look at is how those eyes work together. And so that's eye teaming, binocularity, which gives the child depth perception. Then we look at visual tracking, how their eyes follow the written word on the page. Then there's the shifts, visual shifts, and so that's your eye makes these shifts during reading. And then there's that accommodation piece, focusing, where the child needs to write on their desk and then look at what's written on the board. And so that ability to make those quick shifts with their eye gaze.
Can therapy help? That's what you do. If once you spot and know where the problems are coming from, can you reverse it? Or is that the wrong word?
We feel like we can make a big difference in it. We can change the way the child's eyes move. And some symptoms that you would note would be if the child follows their reading with their finger to help keep their place, or if they're moving their head instead of just their eyes for reading. That's typical for about a 6-year-old. But after that, they shouldn't be moving their eyes anymore when they read.
Okay, so before we go, how do people get a hold of you if they have any questions?
Well, we have a team of specialized therapists that are trained in both dyslexia and the functional vision. So give us a shout out at Beyond Boundaries. You can give us a call for a free screening or check us out on the Beyond Boundaries website.
And give your kids the advantage.
Absolutely.
Good stuff. Thank you guys for coming in today.
Thank you.
Coming up next on North Dakota Today, advice for first-time home buyers.